lucky 7 and would like them to stand. Recognize them. Dan, Katy, Liz, Martha, Di, and Jamuna, the lucky 7. These are the people that are right behind me, helping me when I forget something, and just marching ahead and keeping everything moving. So I appreciate that. Next, for our training, we have some happenings going on in the district. And we want you to be aware of those happenings and create some excitement. And I don't know anyone that creates excitement like Katy Porter does. I know you see my name on the agenda, but I have asked Katy to present the next section for us, Building Excitement. So please help me welcome our immediate past district governor, distinguished Toastmaster, Katy Porter.
For 4 years, we have had a 5-year plan to us today with her presentation, but she wasn't being all goofy. She was up here being Joan, but fully Joan, right? And would we all say she was enthusiastic?
Yeah.
Yes. Your enthusiastic will look different from my enthusiastic. When Debbie just did that presentation about corporate club, you can feel her enthusiasm. It's right there. So I'm not trying to make you into me, but make you into the best enthusiastic you can be this year. Do I have a promise on that?
Yes.
It will make a difference in your year. Your tower will be taller if you bring enthusiasm. Second, you're going to love this one. Be open. Be open. It is so easy as we go through life to be closed, to just do what's familiar. This is what I'm supposed to do, walk through life, and there's no joy in that. So be open. I'd like to share with you a quick story about being open. So I've been a busy girl. I used to work full-time, do Toastmasters full-time, go to my 9 clubs full-time. I was very so now I've skipped back a little bit. I've moved to the top of the pyramid, and I have someone else who's following in my footsteps doing a fabulous job. I'm no longer running the district, etc. And so I'm having a good time. So what happens? I'm in an In-N-Out Burger. And yes, there was a car accident that preceded this, but we won't talk about that part. I had this conversation with a gentleman, and I'm just being myself, being enthusiastic, and I was being open, more open than usual. So I had a little chat with him about the accident, he's my witness, etc. And he said, oh, we should do lunch sometime. I'm telling you, friends, it's been a decade since somebody outside of Toastmasters invited me to lunch. And I think it's because I was open. I was open to that. I had room in my schedule. I was sleeping more than 3 hours a night. And so I go, oh yeah, So I wasn't completely open, was I? He said, well, do you have a card or something? In other words, I don't need to wait here at the In-N-Out for you to someday show up. So I did. I had to take my little Toastmaster card, and we had a great lunch. We had a life-changing lunch. I've probably seen him again, but I had a great time. I had a great time. It's so much fun to be on a date when you're older. So being open. I don't know what that's going to look like for you, but as you're going through your year, listen to people, support people, and if there's a chance for you to step through a new opening, do that. Okay? Can I promise you that? Yeah. Being open, it really is a state of mind. And maybe I'll get a second date. Next is be strategic. This is different from the other two. It's quite different. It's more right. So being strategic brings in having a mission, having your values clear, having your goals, and then finally having your action plans. So for your tower to be built strong and steady and straight, you need to be strategic about the vision you have for that tower. And if you'll spend a little time now seeing how you want your year to go, how you want your tower to look, that's being strategic. To do that now, when there's plenty of time to have all kinds of wonderful things happen. Part of being strategic is to plan a new club. And you're getting lots of training today on how to have that new club appear. We have lots of tools, and if you want to have further conversations, then you guys be happy to have additional conversations on that. Be strategic. You probably will be strategic this year. By doing those three things, being enthusiastic, being open, and being strategic, your year will be amazing and will fulfill the focus of this year, which is to be committed to excellence. We will fulfill that promise by being enthusiastic, by being open, and being strategic. So now that we know there's no secret that we're trying to crack
year we chartered 7 new clubs. One of our main goals is to, and this has been brought up again and again today, strengthen existing clubs. Because we agree it's easier to keep an existing club than start a whole new one at times, right? And one of the things about, you hear, oh, you have to have 12 members or 10 members or add 5 members, and some people might think, why is that? When you look at this chart, you'll see why. You'll see when clubs are smaller, they may accomplish some educational goals. A lot of them hit 5 or more, my home club is one of them. But not enough new people equals what? A big 0. Then you see clubs 13 to 19 members, which is a lot better, but still, a lot of them had goals and got 0. Why? Members, not enough members. And the other thing is, if you go to a club, if you're a new person, into Toastmasters, which club are you going to join? The club with 4 people sitting around? Or the club with 25 people, like Chamber Voices? People want to join the club with people. That's why they're joining to speak before a group. If they want to speak before 3 people, they can do that at home. So bigger crowds helps them with their personal development. With strengthening existing clubs, we have nearly a third eligible for club codes. That means 12 members or less. We have 43 clubs, or 61%, that had 5 or more DCP points. However, because of the membership, only 29 clubs were distinguished or better because they couldn't get those, 5 additional members. Doesn't sound like many, but that's all it is, 5 additional members. This is the slide that we want to spend the most time on. We have TLI champion, and that can be a bunch of different things. No? No, that can mean a bunch of different things. I think personally, a lot of, I know in clubs that I've visited and all that, not all of them understand the benefit of the TLI and just say, oh, you have to have your officers trained. Oh. They don't really understand the benefit, but as we've seen today, there's a lot of benefits. You learn a lot there. A lot is taught about the officer roles and how to make clubs better in general, and that's something that's very important.
How many times have you as an area director gone to a club and heard the club officers whine, oh, we're a small club, we don't know how to get members? How many have heard those whines? Would you please remind those officers there is a direct correlation between attending TLI and growing as a club. There is a direct correlation. There's statistics to support it. You're not growing because you're not out there learning what's happening and what's working.
That's right. We have contests at all levels that we need to get the importance of that out, about people going to contests. And a lot of people may think, oh, I only have to go if my club member's competing or something like that. We're trying to change that mindset as well. Show up, be part of the excitement, be part of the experience, see what it's like, and think about competing yourselves. And then when people come to the contest, as when they're not a contestant and they see all the excitement